Hey guys, this is TFR back here with another video, and today we're going to be reviewing the January 27th edition of AEW Dynamite. So, you know how this goes, we're going to rank each match on a scale of 1 to 5. Let's get right into this. So, the first match was Lance Archer versus Eddie Kingston. This match has been slowly building up for a solid, I'd say, 2 months at this point, actually, which is pretty impressive. So it started out with Archer going after Kingston, and he even hit a move that made it look like Kingston was paralyzed because of the way his back hit the apron. And then Kingston's selling was just on point on this man. He was struggling to get up, like he was trying to raise his arms. I honest to God thought this man was paralyzed for a second. So that's really impressive that they managed to do that. Archer got some more offense in before he was distracted by Butcher and the Blade, dragging out an unconscious Jake Roberts. And then Kingston hit his back fist with the knuckle duster to win the match. I'd say 4 out of 5. I liked it. It was good. After this, Darby and Sting talked about how they're both hoodlums in a very confusing segment. Then we had Chris and MJF versus Varsity Blondes. It was a pretty good match. At the beginning, Garrison went wild on MJF. It was crazy. And then after a while, the Blondes' offense, Brian Pillman Jr. went to the top rope, only to get hit with a Judas as he landed, and Jericho got the win. Later, MJF caught up with Sammy, and Sammy told him that they are at war now, for lack of a better word. It was a good segment. I'd say 3 out of 5. After this, we had Cody Rhodes responding to Shaq, and he said he wished it could be him and Brandy versus Shaq and Jade Cargill. However, Brandy's pregnant, so he's called on Red Velvet instead. Most likely going to happen at Revolution. We don't know what's happening yet because Shaq hasn't responded. 2 out of 5. I didn't really like the segment, but it was short, so it's okay. After this, we had Hangman versus Ryan Mammoth. So, Dolph Ziggler's brother, he goes under the nickname of the Hollywood Hunk. So, Ryan was in control for a bit of the match, but he couldn't win using his brother's moveset. He used some of his old moves like the DET and all that. And then Hangman won with the Buckshot Lariat. And then Matt Hardy came down and offered to him to join Team Hardy. So that was okay. I'd say 3 out of 5 because it was a good match. After this, we had Dax Forward versus Jungle Boy. So Tully and Cash were handcuffed to Luchasaurus, so they couldn't interfere. And it was a very good match. I love it. They were so innovative with their movesets. They used submissions. Dax was in control for a bit, but at the end they kept on rolling each other off until Jungle locked in an STF to win. And then there was a post-match beatdown that was saved by a bunch of people coming out. Yeah, 4 out of 5. I loved it. It was like the second best thing on the show. Then we had Shanna versus Britt Baker. This was alright. Shanna got some offense in, but she had to tap out to the lockjaw later on. It's an okay match, but afterwards Thunder Rosa came out and saved her from a post-match beatdown. It was alright. 3 out of 5. After this, we had the Dark Order versus the Young Bucks and Good Brothers. So it started out with the Good Brothers trying to get the Dark Order angry at the Young Bucks, like they would pull one of the guys' legs when they were running the ropes and then hop off the apron, so it looked like the Young Bucks. Then Doc Gallows was tagged in, and here was making fun of Silver because he's like 2 feet taller than him. And then he got punched in the face a bunch when he decided to say, basically, let me get down to your level. After this, and then this was also the match that I became a fan of John Silver. I didn't understand all the appeal behind this gimmick, but this guy is amazing. He went wild on everyone. He got some really close near falls. But at the end, they lost to a quadruple super kick with all the Dark Order's bodies at ringside. Then Rey Fenix ran down to attack before Mox came out as well. Phoenix hit a suicide dive where he landed really cool. And then Kenny came down to attack Mox, but he ate a paradigm shift that was sold really well. Like, he legitimately looked like he had just died. 4.5 out of 5. So that's the show. So the card for next week's show, which is a special episode called Beach Break, is in the main event Mox, Pac, and Phoenix versus Good Brothers and Kenny Omega. There's going to be a tag team battle royal with the Young Bucks in it. If they win, they get to choose who they face, right? Then we also have Lance Archer versus Eddie Kingston 2.0 in a lumberjack match. Britt Baker versus Thunder Rosa and the Kip Sabian wedding. All of this is looking really good. If you guys like this content, know I post it every week. You will be seeing another episode on Corona News this week. I'm sorry that I didn't post one last week. If you like the content, subscribe, like, share, subscribe again. Do whatever you can. I appreciate all your love and support. Peace.